Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw on second down. Trailer. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the gun on third down. Trailer. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And how about this? He takes it all the way back. No time, no flags. A punt return touchdown and a stunning end of the first half.
And they kicked it to him. They kicked it to him.
What a risk he took, but it paid off. I mean, he took that punt from inside the 5 near the goal line, ran it all the way back.
And normal coaching says you let that one go. Anytime you're inside the 10-yard line, you let it hit and hopefully bounce into the end zone. But as you mentioned, he took a risk, and boy, did it pay off in a big way. I wonder if they let up a little bit going downfield, thinking that there was no way he was going to return that one.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start our tour right here in Florida. The New York Giants flying south to take on Tampa Bay. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front in the second quarter. Mike Evans, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head to New Jersey. The Jets at home at MetLife Stadium. And they trail the visiting Ravens in that one at halftime. Lamar Jackson, a touchdown pass in that first half. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And that game all tied up as they do battle with the visiting Lions. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race, very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he's going to be brought down. We're back at his own 6-yard line.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown this offense. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
The quarterback taken down and
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
Down at the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 12.
From the gun, trailer. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
That's taken on the 25. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good, and I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because you know the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of that.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
Carter's pass.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. They're going to run this with a tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Ball carrier.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Here's Swift. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. One more time with Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, trailer. Under pressure, and down he goes.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Man, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded at the 20. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Saints to take over. They're trying to get back on track. They had the loss last week to the Dallas Cowboys. The good news, they've got the lead right now. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. Carter on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete.
Prime time, baby.
To the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Michael Thomas, 58 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. J.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Number 85.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A very good return that time. 18 yards.
26-yard line.
Here comes Michael Thomas and the rest of the Saints offense. And we get a peek at the kind of game he's having. It's been a good game. 8 catches now, Charles.
Everyone likes to spread the ball around. They want a lot of people to catch it and touch it, get a lot of guys involved. But sometimes when you have the hot hand or a person who's just really taking care of business in their part of the field, you have to keep going back to him.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, Carter. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Carter's
24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Dawson Knox, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints just continue to roll. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Trailer. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
This is taken at the 18. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Now Carter on 1st and 10. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And 4 at the 31-yard line.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, trailer, throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
And 4.
Operating from the gun. Trailer. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. And he is just 1 reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that whenever we tried to cover a person who's having a game like this, you're trying to vary what you're doing, trying to change things up, hoping to fool them occasionally.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
The quarterback taken down, and
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Trailer. And that is incomplete.
the pass incomplete. Intended for DJ Moore.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the Panthers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Taken from just outside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. That game's now gone final in the Meadowlands. And the Ravens have wound up winning that football game. Lamar Jackson, 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
Offense.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Back to throw. Carter steps away to his left. Looking low. It's caught inside the 25. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Flushed out right. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, You stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
84.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New Orleans, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her.
A big win in your debut with a new team. What a rush that must have been.
I was just glad to put it all in the past and get back to doing what I love, playing football.